Lina has replaced Lana the nail tech in Dress to Impress. This has come after Lana was seen glitching only to later disappear. This is Sice. I'm back again with another Lana lore update. Now make sure to stick to the end because there's so much that's happened since the last video, and I have a theory that might have solved a big part of the Lana lore. Also make sure to follow because we're trying to get to 200k subs before the Lana lore Halloween update. We saw the original Lana trapped in the basement in Dress to Impress while the Doppelganger was nowhere to be found. But now when you play Dress to Impress, there's a whole new nail tech. Her nameplate at the desk says Lena and she has long black hair. Now she looks a lot like Lana. Honestly, she looks like Lana if she were to just let her hair down. Lena is really aggressive and she's ready to attack anyone. In the questionnaire the cult held, she was alluding to fighting anyone who didn't like her. In her bio it now says, all of y'all are mad I'm the nail tech. At the end of the day, I'm the nail tech and you're not. So what's good? Let's run it. And let's run it means let's fight. I have two different theories as to what's happening here. First, I think their similarities could confirm that this is the same Doppelganger Lana that's worked at the nail salon. Maybe, now that everyone just about knows about the Lana lore, they could be trying to cover it up. They literally covered up the DTI logo sign by boarding it up so that you couldn't see the portal. They also removed all the Lanas lurking in the window. This might be their attempt at covering this up to gain the trust of the Dress to Impress players. The cult behind this was always asking cult members and Lana, do you trust me? Trust is a big part in cults as it's part of their tactic to manipulate you into doing whatever they want. I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing this to try to gain our trust again to get us to join the cult. My second theory is this is actually a whole other doppelganger than Lana. Maybe they can only control them for so long before they go insane and start to turn back into the creature we've seen before. If not the creature, possibly the weird Lanas we've seen running around screaming, trying to take us out in the fortress. Their bodies are really glitchy with pixels moving all around their bodies. Maybe this is what happened to Lana. Lana was glitching just like how their bodies were. This would explain why the cult said Lena is temporary. Maybe it's only a matter of time before what happened to the Doppelganger Lana happens to Lena. Lana said, I'm very sorry you aren't fans of Lena. I believe Lena is a great replacement. Just a reminder, we had to get rid of that Lana as soon as possible. It was a choice to protect you all. What if the reason they had to get rid of her is because she's reverting back to the monster, so they had to get her out of there as soon as possible? Someone said this creature's screams sound like someone saying help, and it was actually Lana. Maybe the cult creates the doppelgangers, but the catch is they only last so long for a certain reason, then turn back into one of these things we've seen. Also, people have been seeing these weird creatures pop up in Dress to Impress. Some people think they're hackers, but I think hackers would do much worse. What if this is what the Doppelganger Lana turns into after glitching? I want to establish all the different Lanas because I think it gets a little confusing. We have the original Lana that initially worked at Dress to Impress. She wore the skirt and started working there so she could afford the treatments for her health. Then there's the Doppelganger Lana that worked at Dress to Impress that had the mental breakdown. And then there's the third Lana that we always see in the questionnaires kind of running the show. The interesting thing about this Lana is that she truly believes she's the original Lana when she's actually a copy. I think that this might be why she's so passionate about saying she's the original. Now, this isn't fully confirmed, but all of the context clues we've gotten so far make this make sense. Lana even said, I believe Lena is a great replacement. The old nail tech, which wasn't me, was removed to protect you all. It wasn't our choice. There probably are more Lanas, but these are the main three we've been interacting with. I think it's interesting she said it wasn't our choice, like they were forced to do this. Maybe because everyone was catching onto the lore, or maybe there's a higher force we don't know about yet. The cult hosted a questionnaire about Lena working at Dress to Impress and had this to say. To make a long story short, we've eliminated the doppelgangers at Lana's old desk. I'm sure you've all noticed its absence echoes throughout, and I'm sure you feel estranged. You shouldn't. You might be wondering how, and your questions are valid. But the truth this, it deserves its own announcement, a story that would take time to unfold. We didn't make this decision lightly. The process was complicated, and I assure you it was necessary. I brought you all here to discuss who we plan to replace Lana with. It's a project I've been working on for a while, and one that's just temporary. Then Lena says, "Hello, I'm Lena. I'm sorry my arrival was so sudden and unexpected. Don't worry, I'm just temporary. I'll be stepping in for Lana. I'm sure you'll find that I fill her role adequately." Then the Fortress Awakening says, "I know this is a lot to take in, but I need you all to cooperate and trust this is for the best. Lana's absence is temporary, but our mission remains unchanged. Our Lana, the one we all know, doesn't feel well right now. We're still in this together. The Awakening is stronger than any one of us, and we will prevail no matter what." Then Lena says, "I look forward to working for all of you. Let's make sure Lana's work doesn't go unfinished." Then they ask everyone in the questionnaire, "Do you support Lena?" But most of the people said no. Then Lena says, "Oh, well, it's okay, I guess. Y'all are fake for that. Catch me outside and run my fades." The Fortress Awakening says, "Lena, unprofessional." Lena then says, "Okay, well, I didn't even do anything wrong and the players don't want me. Like, I can't fight, so what's good?" Then Lana finally talks and says, "Guys." Lena cuts her off and says, "Y'all can't jump me." Lana then cuts back in and says, "I know you don't. We want to support Lena. Please support Lena." The Fortress Awakening then comes back and says, "Lana's soul is weak. We can't implement a replacement for her just yet. Lena is our only hope. Whether you like it or not, you must support her." Lana then says, "Please be careful." She pauses and then says, "Please allow Lena to lead the army. She will be better than me." Lena then says, "No, cause since y'all want to talk bad about me, let's run it in baddies after this." "Lena, calm down," Fortress Awakening says. Lana then says, "It was not my choice. Please support Lena." Everyone in the fortress is then allowed to vote whether Lena or Lana, but most of the people pick Lana again. And can you blame them? Even though Lana is kinda crazy, we don't know Lena and she's over here trying to fight everybody. Lana then says, "Goodbye for now. I'm so sorry." Lena then says, "I hope you learn to tolerate my presence. And if you don't, then let's run it in baddies." The Fortress Awakening then says, "Goodbye everyone, see you next time." Lana finally says, "Goodbye, I'm sorry." I think it's really interesting the cult said the reason Lana is being replaced is a story that would take time to unfold. I assure you it was necessary. So there's a specific reason Lana is gone, and it was necessary. He also said this is a project that we've been working on for a while and it's only temporary. I think they're alluding to the fact that the reason Lana was glitching is because they haven't worked out all the kinks yet for creating the Doppelgangers. Maybe the Doppelgangers can only last for so long, and that's why the Doppelganger Lana was glitching. It was about to revert into one of the creatures we saw. I think it's interesting that they said Lana's soul is weak and Lena is their only hope. What have they been doing to Lana to cause this? Maybe they're referring to how they had to take Lana's eyes, and she only has so many of those. I honestly feel really bad for Lana. Even though she's kinda crazy and she wants revenge on the Dress to Impress players, she was manipulated into joining this cult to pay for her health treatments. She just wanted help but somehow ended up down this dark path. What do you all think of this? Make sure to follow for more Dress to Impress lore and updates. If you want your fan art shown in the next video, make sure to post it in the Discord or at me on Twitter. All links down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.